MCQs on clinical significance of angiotensin converting enzyme and glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase with answers. DASH is a group of hormone of adrenal cortex that maintains ion balance. Angiotensin converting enzyme or renin-angiotensin aldosterone system is a group of hormone of adrenal cortex that maintains ion balance. Angiotensin converting enzyme is a group of hormone of the adrenal cortex that maintains ion balance. Acetylcholine esterase converts acetylcholine to choline and acetate. Creatine kinase converts creatinine phosphate to creatinine and ATP. Creatinine clearance test is also used to check the efficiency of kidney. Five nucleotides degrade purine nucleotides by a pathway in which they lose the phosphate group. Which of the following is not a clinical application of angiotensin? Gout is not the function of angiotensin, whereas regulation of blood pressure, blood volume, and prevention of acidosis, they are linked with the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system. Gout is the disease of joints caused by elevated concentration of uric acid in blood. Joints become inflamed, painful, and arthritic due to the abnormal deposition of uric acid crystals. Clinical applications of angiotensin converting enzymes are that angiotensin regulates the ion balance, as renin-angiotensin regulates sodium and potassium, they are the main ions, and helps adjust blood pressure and blood volume. And renin-angiotensin aldosterone system is responsible to promote excretion of hydrogen ion in urine. This removal of acids from the body can help to prevent acidosis. As hydrogen is positive ion, positive means acidic, hydrogen is released, and prevention of acidosis is done by aldosterone. The pathway is represented by this will not have to be studied as there is no pathway. The pathway responsible above in diagram is renin-angiotensin. We will discuss only the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system. The initial stimuli of this pathway is dehydration, which leads to decrease in blood volume. So the death by the mechanism behind the death due to dehydration, approximately 10% dehydration of an animal will be fatal for that animal. So dehydration leads to decrease in blood volume and blood pressure. This stimulates the juxtaglomerular cells to secrete renin. Dehydration leads to the secretion of renin. Dehydration activates renin, and the renin converts angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 1. Dehydration activates renin converts angiotensin to angiotensin 1, and ACE converts the angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2. So till now dehydration has activated renin has activated angiotensin to angiotensin 1, and then angiotensin 1 is converted to angiotensin 2 by ACE. This increases its level. Angiotensin 2 level is increased as the primary stimulus of dehydration. This increase stimulates adrenal cortex to secrete aldosterone. Dehydration increased renin increased angiotensin increased aldosterone, and this leads to reabsorption of water and sodium, which increases blood volume, and blood pressure raises to normal. So the final product was aldosterone, and this aldosterone was responsible to reabsorb the water and sodium, which increases the blood volume and blood pressure. Blood glucose dehydrogenase occurs in adipose tissue. Saliva juice, pancreatic juice, and tears, they have amylase. Saliva juice and pancreatic juice has amylase in large concentration, whereas tears have amylase in small concentration, whereas liver adipose tissue has the glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. So clarification: glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase occur in liver adipose tissue. Alpha amylase is seen in higher concentration in pancreatic and saliva juice, whereas in lower concentration in tear, urine, milk, fallopian tubes, natural secretion and excretion will have the small concentration of alpha amylase. So the only tissue that has the glucose 6-phosphate is the adipose tissue. Remaining all three has the amylase, especially the alpha amylase. And next question is glucose defective glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase leads to red blood cell hemolysis. There are other factors of red blood cell hemolysis too, as the postparturient hemoglobinuria, babesiosis, iron deficiency anemia, and many more. But the enzyme mediated red cell hemolysis is the glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. The organophosphate poisoning can be diagnosed with an enzyme that is pseudocholine esterase, whereas the salivary gland disorders and ruptured ectopic pregnancy can be detected by the enzyme of as increased concentration of amylase. Salivary gland and ruptured ectopic pregnancy increases amylase, and organophosphate poisoning increases pseudocholine esterase, whereas the red cell hemolysis increases the glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. So the explanation is that defect in glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase leads to red blood cell hemolysis. Diagnosis of organophosphate poisoning is a clinical application of pseudocholine esterase. Following clinical condition shows an increase of amylase concentration. Amylase concentration are increased in salivary gland disorders such as mumps, salivary calculi, and amylase is also increased in ruptured ectopic pregnancy.